Croeso Gymru, welcome to Wales. We're in the land where the red dragon flag flies. We're in the land where the world of P1 Superstock is about to breathe fire out there on the water at the Pwllheli Grand Prix of the Sea. If you're joining us for the first time, here's what you've missed. If you're a fan already, here's what's brought you back. 2 breathtaking rounds of racing in Cornwall and Ireland. In the 300, it's a race to catch the runaway leader Rupert Pwllheli Heights of Abraham. 6 wins out of 6 have taken him well clear, but there's plenty of chasers. Maurice Lacroix, Rough Cut Racing and Evans Heritage. In the 150s, John Wilson leads the way in Premier Crew. 5 wins out of 6. The only boat to get the better of him so far is Eclipse, with Rose Larez at the wheel. 4 races to go, and who better to talk us around the course than 7 times world champion Neil Holmes. Neil, talk us around the course today.
Morning. Going to be 2 distinctive styles going on today. I should think the 150s at the top end of the course are probably going to go round each mark very close to it. The 300s are probably going to sweep the whole 3 corners at the top end and try and keep their speed up and just do it in one big arc. On the way back down, the chicane's going to be really nasty for everyone. It's really tight. The styles are going to be, if you're under pressure, you're going to have to protect your line and go through it really tight. If you're by yourself, even carrying speed through there is going to be really difficult. So the chicane's the one to watch today, definitely.
Hi John, it's gone a bit sunnier now, but still a bit windy out there.
Yeah, it works to our favour, doesn't it?
That's a bit mean of you.
Oh, well, you've got to take every chance you can in this game, I tell you. That start run is so important. We've got to hold that 30-metre line. Rose is on pole, so it's a lot of her responsibility on her shoulders. And but she'll be fine with that. We'll just be sticking right there and ready for when that green flag goes. Go, 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 go.
Penzance, you were close. Galway, you've got that top spot. Can you get the top spot this weekend?
I want to. I'm determined to.
So what are your tactics today?
Foot down and go for it. I'm just not letting anybody in front. What else can I do?
And helping Rose out, Team Fox.
We're going to get up on John. So she's on the other side of John, so if we can squeeze John backwards, then that puts us in contention of being first or second.
Does that make a John sandwich with 2 of you sidling up together?
Absolutely, but I don't think he's going to have none of it.
There's our top 3. Here are the new kids on the block, Aztec Racing.
A bit nervous, yeah, but we're going to give it all we have and see how it goes. Take it easy maybe for the first race, but put it down for the second race for sure.
It's going to be fun. It's a new thing for both of us, and I think we're going to enjoy it a lot. I love the action, I love the adrenaline, and I love the speed.
So much for talk and predictions. It's time to go racing. Ben Edwards is on the start line.
The scenery here in northwest Wales is stunning, and the Thlin Peninsula is resplendent in sunshine as we prepare for the first race for the 150 class. Following their triumph at Galway last time out, can the girls win again? Well, we're away and racing. The girls on board Eclipse, closest to the camera, have started well. On board with Team Fox, trying hard. They've got Premier Crew breathing down their neck there. On board with Premier Crew, John Wilson and Neil Scarborough, leading the championship, only beaten once this year, and now beginning to pile on some speed. Meanwhile, Rose and Sarah have some pressure on, withstanding from flying sparks there. Robert Brooker and Martin Wilde getting closer and closer up on the outside, just leaping through the air a little bit. It's now becoming a tight battle. And look at the background. Look at Team Fox joining in as well. So this is becoming a 3-way tussle as they approach the mark. And down the inside there, Team Fox getting very, very close to Eclipse. Oh, I think they've made contact. Gone straight over the buoy, has Team Fox. Well, they've survived it somehow or other, I think. Let's take another look at this from the other view on the outside. Flying sparks literally flying through the air, but it's the other 2 boats. I'm sure they actually made contact there before the white boat, Team Fox, ended up over the buoy. Definitely contact made. Actually, we can take a look at that from the onboard angle now. Oh, there you can see it clearly. And Rose and Sarah taking a big old bang, and my goodness, in the other boat it looks even worse. I'm amazed both boats are still okay, but they seem to be. Up front though, it's Flying Sparks going along well. Robert and Martin promoting the Sparks charity that invests in medical research for children. Now they've got their advantage. Can they hold on to it? Meanwhile, further back, little battle going on between Team Fox and Premier Crew. Oh, there's some confusion here. Which way are we all going? Well, it looks as though they know where they're going, or do they? No, hang on a minute. Sparks going one way, then the other as well. There is definite confusion going on here.
No, it's there, Martin! Did you see me? Oh, which one is it? Go left, go left, go left. No, it is that one. Sorry. It's alright, they've fucked up as well. The course has changed.
A lot of confusion. They were sort of zigzagging their way down the course there as they tried to work it all out. And now look how close it all is. And in fact, as Sparks goes wide round the mark, that allows Team Fox back into it on the inside. Great opportunity for Martin and Gideon. But again, there seems to be a slight difference in approach to the next mark. I'm not sure they've all got themselves sorted here, absolutely. Those three, well, yes, look at that. Over on the left, as we look at it, that's Rose Lores, and she's got it right with Eclipse. So Rose and Sarah, I think they've really taken the lead here. So a bit of clever navigating and not making the mistakes has allowed them up there. GSS Mermaid not far behind them as well. So they're going to join into this lead group. So we've now got 5 boats all battling for the lead in this race. Pretty choppy conditions, so they've got to be a little bit careful. But that was a mistake by a couple of boats, and it's allowed.
Got to give them water. Got to give them water. Anyway, it's the backwards.
These guys to get involved. David and Kirsty.
Oh, water.
Kirsty making the point. She is telling David whether they've got clear water or not, but it's Premier Crew that's bearing down on them. And John Wilson, using all his experience from car racing as well as boat racing, Rookies of the Year back in 2008, and look, he's just edging ever so much alongside and ahead.
So Eclipse forcing the pace, riding the waves. Premier Crew leading the chase. Team Fox and Mermaid giving it everything they've got in the battle for third. While back up front,
Premier Crew bearing down on Eclipse. Can Rose and Sarah do anything to keep them behind? I don't think they can. John and Neil have taken the lead.
what a race it's been. 5 times the leaders changed hands. It was a flying start for Flying Sparks, but no flying finish. They've dropped back to 5th, with New Boys Aztec in 6th. On the line, it's John Wilson and Premier Crew home first. Eclipse are 2nd, and it's 3rd for Team Fox. They've had a real brush, a right old battle with Rose Lores. Here's the damage, and here's the verdict.
Very, very tight sort of gateway between the first mark and there's another yellow there that I don't think it was safe to go outside, so everyone's been funnelled in. Fox was like right on our tail to the left and tried to squeeze in between us and the mark, and the waves were all doing funny stuff, so we've all bounced sideways, so we smacked sides and up in the air and off we went.
Sarah turned around, looked at me, and I thought she'd seen me, and they came across. I could see the props, everything, and I thought, just hold on. We got pushed onto the buoy, you know. But it's racing. I think she was missing me after breakfast this morning, you know, so.
She wanted a cuddle.
Absolutely. Team Fox give the best cuddles.
Trouble is, we normally do the day before when we're doing a recce around the course. We normally pick a land feature. So sometimes you can't see the buoys when the clouds cover comes over. It can hide the buoys completely. You can't see them. They're bright yellow. On a sunny day, they stick out like a sore thumb. There's quite a swell out there as well, so they disappear in the troughs. I wasn't anticipating coming around the top corner and not being able to see a buoy that's 1.5 miles away.
Premier Crew weren't the only ones who had trouble finding their way. What about Flying Sparks?
And we discovered today, actually, we managed to get into the lead for the first time. and it's a bit more difficult when you're not able to just follow the other boats. You actually have to know where you're going, and that's a lesson we hadn't learnt until today. I think the funniest thing of all was in our helmets bickering with each other like an old married couple. No, it's over there. No, it's not. It's over there. It's there. It's there. It was really funny.
It's not all racing. Away from the water, there's time to chill out.
You're not exactly a big spenders here, are you?
And we're taking time out with Ian Brosby from Rough Cut Racing. We know him as a powerboat pilot. The music world knows him as a bit of a star.
Started playing drums in a little school band with a few mates, and then was in a scout marching band, and then wanted to progress onto something else. I wanted to write songs and things like that. So the drums were a little bit limiting, so I went out and bought a guitar. Well, I didn't buy a guitar, actually. I had it bought for me for a birthday present. So just started learning guitar and keyboards and things and recording stuff, and that was it, really. In 1994, I did a single while I was in London and recorded with John Entwistle out of The Who and Gordon Giltrap. I've always had an interest in boats. When I was a kid, I used to love seeing boating and stuff like that when we were on holiday. When I was living in the southwest, I was in the water ski club, so I was doing a lot of stuff around boats there, and just got into it that way. And I saw the racing on the TV in 2007, and I just thought, I could do that, or at least have a go. So we just started doing something from there to try and put a project together, and here we are. Don't turn away when you feel the same.
Playtime is over. The sun's out, the crowd's out, and the 300s are out. And guess who's out in front? Yes, it's championship leaders Heights of Abraham. Evans Heritage are giving them a race, and Ian Brosby has got Rough Cut Racing running smoothly in third. Win for Rupert Pugh in Heights of Abraham. Evans hold on to second, with Ian Brosby taking third. So no shocks, but there could be a nasty surprise for the championship leader, who's back in the pits with problems.
We started to lose power halfway through the race, and yeah, not sure at all. It would just sort of die to about half power and then suddenly pick up again. And then, you know, just kept doing that for the last half of the race. I'm amazed we stayed out in the lead.
And Rupert Pugh's not the only one who's got problems.
We hit the first buoy, and then all of a sudden throttle went, and what's happened, I thought the cable had done, but what's happened is the plate that sets the throttle position, the bolt's sheared, so the throttles, everything's moved forward. And then me being a short ass, I couldn't reach it. So I had to adjust my seating position sort of, and I was sort of lying down really. And then I couldn't see anything above the dash, so I was just looking at myself in the dash and just relying on Andy to tell me where everything was. Couldn't see any water, couldn't see anything.
So 2 races down, 2 races yet to come. Make sure you join us after the break for more Superstock, more action at the Pwllheli Grand Prix of the Sea. Welcome back to the Pwllheli Grand Prix of the Sea. The 150s are getting revved up and ready for their last race today. And we've got time just to jump on board here with one of our newest and freshest teams, Flying Sparks. We've got Robert Booker, who's the driver, and Martin Wild, the navigator. How are you finding it so far?
Good. It's brilliant fun. It's very exciting. I think we're still learning a lot.
So tell me a little bit about the charity that you're here for.
Well, Sparks is a charity that raises money for medical research for neonatal illnesses. Martin and I work for a company called BG Group, and BG's had a long and successful relationship with Sparks, raising money for think 4 or 5 years now, several £100,000 we've raised, and it's gone towards some really tremendous research that's resulted in some life-saving medical ideas. So it's very close to our hearts.
But I think it's generated quite a lot of interest, which has been great. Yeah, it's great for the charity. But yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic fun. It hurts a bit, and it takes a bit of getting used to, particularly when it's slightly bumpier, but it's just fantastic. We love it, completely love it. Hooked, we're absolutely hooked.
And we're ready to race.
Go, put your foot down.
Premier Crew hits the front, Eclipse is right behind, Team Fox in third, Mermaid fourth, Flying Sparks fifth, Aztec sixth.
Oh, that was a close one. Eclipse. Look at that. GSS Mermaid. Team Fox.
It's Premier Crew tops again. There's no stopping John Wilson today. It's another second for Rose Larez and another third for Martin Colligan in Team Fox.
That's 2 out of 2 today, but the last one, you know, you just took it so easy, no problems at all.
Oh, did it look easy? From where you were sitting maybe, but I'll tell you what, it wasn't out there at all. No, it was we got a great start, and after this morning's tangle, you know, it was nice to be out front and with some clean water, and we can just concentrate on driving the best race course, the best line around all the corners. But it was choppy.
It was fun, actually. It was quite hard work. There's a real quarter sea out there, so it's coming. All the waves are coming at you at 45 degrees, and it's really quite challenging. The sun was shining, that helps. But John was in front, which spoils it a bit.
I'm just saying to Dave Hobson from Mermaid, basically I was chasing Rose, catching her, no problem at all. But each time I was catching her, Sparks were catching us. So then I'd start defending, lose our place, and then he'd back off, obviously lose some places, then again, and it was like that all the way around. It was constant work.
One race to go. It's the 300s, and it's back to Ben.
The weather remains dry, but with some tricky sea conditions. I wonder how the big, powerful 300 class boats will cope in their second race of the weekend. On board with Maurice Lacroix boat. Michael Baggs at the wheel of that one, but in the middle there, it's Evans Heritage that makes the initial break.
Don't go tight, you're going tight.
Maurice Lacroix attacking, a bit further away from the camera, and going extremely well. No sign really of Rupert Pugh and Heights of Abraham, maybe struggling here. But the Maurice Lacroix boat going really well here. Michael Baggs is going for it, and he's claiming the lead already. He gets ahead of Evans Heritage. Not a lot the son and father team could do about that. Great speed for Michael Baggs, and he surges in front at the first mark. That puts Evans Heritage under pressure now from a very fast-looking Rough Cut Racing.
But it's not with us.
Ian Brusby, well, he's left his plectrum on shore, but the boat seems to be tuned to perfection, and he's closing that gap to second. Good boat speed on board with Ian Brusby. It's all a bit quiet there. Perhaps there's a problem with the onboard microphones. The Maurice Lacroix boat still leading from Evans Heritage, then Rough Cut, which is pushing all the way around the outside. It's got a bit wider though.
Rupert's got a problem. Come on, we're not letting these guys open this gap up.
Rupert's got a problem, they say. Yes, Rupert Pugh dropped down the field at the start, and that problem he had in the first race seems to have reoccurred, as the Maurice Lacroix boat with Michael Baggs at the wheel still leads this one. Second place, still under threat here, perhaps from Rough Cut Racing, although maybe he lost a little bit there. Michael Baggs is enjoying these conditions at the moment. He's got a bit of clear water to play with, and he's hoping to stay out in front, become the first one to beat Rupert Pugh this year. Reese and Hayden Evans coming through. Then an impressive performance from Ian Brusby. He might not be as experienced as those ahead of him, but that is not slowing him down very much. You can almost feel the concentration coming out of that boat. Fantastic stuff. Really closing in. He's got great boat speed here, and he's closing on Evans Heritage. Can he now attack?
Here it is.
These guys got to play it carefully. Coming up to the next mark. Going side by side. Ian Brusby may have a little bit of an advantage, but Reese is going to keep him out wide here, I think, at the turn. Yeah, that's nicely done. Positioning the boat well. No way that Ian could really take advantage of that.
Towards the boy. Okay.
But this race isn't over yet, still some way to go. Look at the way that Rough Cut's just dancing over the waves, beautifully trimmed, and he's got that fantastic boat speed. The boat is so level, just skimming across. Oh, a bit of rock and roll there. Not the sort of rock and roll he's usually engaged in. Meanwhile, they're still pushing hard.
He'll come tight around on the inside.
Different lines approaching this next mark. Now, this is interesting. Evans Heritage on the inside, tighter. Ian's judged that beautifully. He's swept in on a completely different angle, and it's given him a lot more boat speed. He's into a clear second place now.
So can Maurice Lacroix hold on? Can Rough Cut Racing catch up? Can Heights of Abraham come from the back? It's going to be a race right to the finish.
Look at how much closer Rough Cut Racing is to the race leader, the Maurice Lacroix entry of Michael Baggs. There's so little in it now, and Ian Brusby driving out of his skin, his drum skin perhaps, as he continues to keep the pressure on. We're into the closing stages of what has been a fascinating race, and someone's going to beat Heights of Abraham for the first time this year. But which someone will it be? Maurice Lacroix, that boat looking good, but is it going to be fast enough to keep Rough Cut behind? They've led pretty much from the start, these two, but they're keeping an eye over their shoulder because they've seen this one catching over the last part of the race. And it's in the corners where Ian had the advantage over Evans Heritage, but he's also got great straight line boat speed as well. Can he take that advantage here? Look at him go here. He is flying along. Oh, he takes the lead. He makes it look very, very easy. Can he hold it? I think he can. He's just pulling away from what is now the second place boat. And Ian Brusby, belying his lack of experience, ably helped by Andy Wilby in the navigator's seat. I think they've got some sort of communication problem in there. We haven't been able to hear anything from them, but that has not slowed them down at all. These guys are showing they're not just here to play cards, drink beer and sing a few songs. They are here to win. Magical performance from them. They're coming down towards the line now, and they are going to become the first boat to beat Rupert Pugh. They've done it. They cross the line. They take victory here at Pwllheli. A wonderful performance. So Ian Brusby earns victory in Rough Cut ahead of Michael Baggs and Rhys Evans. And down in the pits, the Rough Cut team can barely believe it.
It's the absolute pinnacle of all the hard work and everything that we've put in.
Absolutely.
The sleepless nights, the worried about the money and everything else, you know.
Brilliant.
It's just superb. Thanks, John.
Fantastic.
I'm not going to take my glasses off because I'm crying.
No.
Well done, guys! Well deserved.
What a finish and what a win for Team Ian Brusby.
We've been waiting for this now for 2 events. Here we are, 3rd event. It's finally come good for you.
Yeah, I'm chuffed to bits, and Andy was great. You know, giving me the directions, and well, we lost compass, but he was giving me a lot of hand signals. But yeah, we're really chuffed, really chuffed. It wasn't easy, but we got through. Yeah, great. I'm really pleased for the guys in the team and everything, because you know they always in the background, but we go out and try and do it for them, and that's it. We've done it.
A second for Maurice Lacroix keeps him second in the championship table, 4 points clear of Rough Cut Racing. But Heights of Abraham are still out in front. In the 150s, it's Premier Crew well clear. But just look at the battle for second. There's only 5 points between Eclipse and Team Fox.
And that's it. What great racing we've had here in Wales. The Pwllheli Grand Prix of this year has really turned on the power for our P1 Superstock stars. The next round is in Southampton, racing in the Solent. See you then.